By the time spring rolls around, many gardeners stand in their plots, wondering why the soil that once felt rich and alive now looks pale, dry, and crumbly like dust. The beds that supported summer crops no longer hold moisture. Worms are gone. Seeds sprout weakly and die fast. This silent collapse always begins in late autumn, when humus, the living, breathing foundation of soil health, is ignored. Most gardeners focus on clearing debris and packing away tools, but that's the very moment when the battle for next season's fertility begins. If humus isn't rebuilt before frost, you aren't resting your soil, you're starving it. Humus isn't just organic matter, it's the life support system of soil. To understand why humus loss is so devastating, you need to separate it from raw organic matter. Compost, mulch, and plant debris all feed the soil, but humus is what remains after microbes have done their full work. It's the stable, dark carbon structure that holds water like a sponge, stores nutrients for months, and houses beneficial bacteria. Where compost breaks down quickly, humus persists for years. When you stop adding and rebuilding it, the soil slowly loses structure, aeration, and its ability to support microbial life. Winter, well, it accelerates this decline. As temperatures drop and microbes go dormant, oxygen levels in compacted or uncovered beds fall. Organic matter just stops decomposing properly, and rainfall or snowmelt, leaches nutrients straight out of the topsoil. By spring, what's left is mineral dirt, not living soil. Once that happens, you're not starting from a rich base, you're starting from scratch. The biggest mistake gardeners make before winter is leaving beds bare after harvest. When soil is exposed, carbon oxidizes and vanishes into the air as carbon dioxide. Without plant roots to anchor and feed microbes, decomposition shifts from a balanced process into decay. Rain compacts the top few inches, squeezing out air pockets, and every frost-thaw cycle breaks down soil aggregates that took years to form. If you walk across a bed in January and see water pooling instead of soaking in, that's a sign your humus has collapsed. To prevent this, humus must be actively rebuilt in autumn. That means feeding microbes now while they're still awake, not waiting for spring when the biology has to start over. The humus rebuild begins with carbon, not fertilizer. What you need instead is a high-carbon feedstock that decomposes slowly through winter. Dry leaves, shredded paper, sawdust, straw, or old mulch all work. But the key is in layering. For every bucket of fresh green waste, like grass or vegetable scraps, you'll need 3 to 4 buckets of brown carbon material to restore the balance. Living roots keep humus alive through winter. Microbial inoculation can, really jumpstart humus recovery. This inoculates the carbon layer with life, allowing decomposition to continue even as temperatures drop. Neglecting humus now means, starting from dust later. The only cure is rebuilding from the ground up, and honestly, that takes months of biological activity. Every handful of humus added now is insurance for spring. And once humus is gone, it takes much longer to restore than it did to lose. That's why, honestly, the time to rebuild isn't next year, it's right now, before the frost locks your soil into dormancy. Humus isn't a luxury, it's actually the backbone of real soil health. Feed your beds now with carbon-rich layers, keep roots alive where you can, and, help microbes hold their ground through winter. If this guide helped you understand how fall management shapes spring success, share it with other gardeners who rely on living soil. And don't forget to subscribe to Soil Doctor for more science-based strategies that keep your garden's foundation thriving year after year.